This is IB Sports. I'm BJ Griffin. I have a wonderful show planned for you guys today. There's plenty to talk about with baseball this week, and I'll be breaking down my top 5 running backs in the NFL going into the season. Let's go. This is IB Sports. I'm BJ Griffin. Yankees owner George Steinbrenner died at the age of 80 due to a heart attack. Not only was he a winner, but he was very charitable, funding numerous children's programs and helping the community. He would be greatly missed by many. Big Papi David Ortiz won the home run contest earlier this week, but more importantly, the National League pulled out the win in the All-Star game. This is the first win since 1996, and they tied in 2002. Both teams had starting pitchers making the first All-Star Game appearance for pitchers in their franchises. David Price was the first pitcher for the Rays to start the All-Star Game, and Ubaldo Jimenez was the first pitcher for the Rockies to start. And the Atlanta Braves' own Brian McCann hit the 3-run double in the 7th inning to pull out the win and home field advantage for the National League. Brian McCann was named the MVP of the All-Star Game. With the NFL season quickly approaching, we'll be doing a lot of NFL-related topics to get you all ready for it. Today I'll be giving you guys my list of top 5 running backs in the NFL. Let's start with number 5. The number 5 spot goes to Maurice Jones-Drew, who had a fantastic season last season with a little over 1,300 yards on a subpar Jags team that went 7-9. He's a little bit underrated and he always flies a little bit under the radar, but he never fails to produce for the Jags. The number 4 spot goes to a man who suffered an ankle injury midway through the season that stopped him from breaking the 1,000-yard mark, but I don't think anyone can disagree that this guy is definitely a top back, and the Atlanta Falcons are glad to have him after he came from San Diego after sitting behind LT. That man is Michael Turner. And with his weight loss and everything, I expect him to come back and have a fantastic season for the Falcons. I think that weight loss will benefit him and the team very well. Number 3 goes to a man who many might just put number 1 on their list. That man is a Vikings running back, Adrian Peterson. Now, he's just finished his 2nd season, and already he has a sick highlight reel of plays. But what keeps him from being number 1 or 2 on my list is that towards the end of the season and during the postseason, he showed signs that he might possibly have a bit of a fumbling problem. He had 8 total fumbles on the season, 6 in the regular season, 2 in the postseason. And until he fixes that, I can't put him any higher than number 3. But if he didn't have that problem, and if he can fix that problem, he could easily be number 2 or number 1 on anybody's list of running backs. I have to give the number 2 spot to Steven Jackson. His team went 1-15 last season, and he still managed to account for the 2nd most rushing yards of all the backs in the NFL with 1,416 yards. Not only was he the workhorse for the Rams offense, but he was the Rams offense last season. Finally, I have to give the number 1 spot to none other than Chris Johnson. He was the rushing leader last season, and he broke the 2,000-yard mark. What makes him so good is that he's so versatile. Not only is he a great inside and outside runner, but he's a great route runner and pass catcher. This was just his rookie season, so it's scary to think that this man can get even better. That's it for IB Sports. Let me know what you think of the new format. Subscribe, follow us on Twitter. This is IB Sports. I'm BJ Griffin.